Alrighty, turn 1, December 7th. See what kind of damage I could do to Rob. I never get any success with the midgets. Yes. I found Force Z. Alright, let's kill us some P-40s. Oh wow, we didn't do much to it at all. Crap. Alright, I tried to strafe and I thought, it showed some damage, but okay, that was a waste of my pilots. Alright, let's beat up on the RAF. Give them a minute to get more in the air. All right. We killed way more than that. Alright, let's get some good hits. Bomb and Clark here. I don't care about supply hits. I'm not really worried about runway hits. I want plane hits. I want damaged and destroyed aircraft. Alrighty, let's see. 1 killed, bunch damaged. Okay, we'll take it. And no losses, that's important too. Oh, this is gonna be bad. They're not supposed to be in the air. Come on. Keep getting one more up in the air every time to keep. All right, there we go. Looks like we lost 5, maybe 6 Betties so far. Oh wow, 7. Alright, it's showing we lost 6, but I think we lost 8. In exchange for 6 destroyed and 4 damaged, but it's probably higher than that. Alright. Hitting Iba. Come on. Need to damage as many as we can. .22 damage, it says. It's funny it shows the port, but I'm really heading the airfield here. Got some P-40s and okay. Not great, but another strike on Clark. That's pretty good. Got some P-17s there. Bomb in Hong Kong port. Little baby bombs. Looks like 50 and 100. Oh, some 30s too? Yep. Alright, these are all Murchies pretty much. Alright, we lost one Val. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All 9 were damaged, 1 reported sunk. 2 are on fire, and the rest are on heavy fires. Alright. Yeah, hit that ABD. Alright, we got 2 hits on it. Unfortunately, they were the little ones. What do you mean I lost one? Come on. Get off my valves. Let's see, the Zeros are doing a great job. Wow. Unbelievable. Are they going to kill them all? Come on, fighters, get in the game. Oh my god, I lost like half my valves because my Zeros did nothing. Wow, that's such crap. Yep, I'm hitting Manila, not Pearl. Multiple reasons for this. Trying to kill the subs, and I'm not a week away from being, the KB's not a week away from being used. That's probably the biggest distraction of hitting Pearl, is that KB is a week away from being used anywhere else. I like seeing these 800 kilogram hits on subs. Hit the subs, leave the, who cares about anything else? Everything else will die in later turns, the subs will get away. Alright, at least one sunk there. Alright, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 subs hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 confirmed sunk. Alright, we got the AV and AO, ABD. Alright. Alright. I think a good shot at the port. Hitting airfields in Malaya now. Bunch of Blenheim's damage, alright. A bunch of Hudson's damage, some wildebeest. Getting a bunch of runway hits, but I don't care about runway hits. I want aircraft hits. Turn 1's all about sinking ships and hitting aircraft. I got a bunch of buffalo. Here we go. Come on, guys. Come on. There we go. There's one. There's two. Three. Come on, let's get the repulse. There's one. There's four. Come on. Oh, come on. Why can we not hit this thing? There we go. There's two. Come on. So we got 4 and 2. All right. I'm thinking Prince of Wales is either sunk or hurting real bad. Repulse is still pretty good, though. Not to mention whatever else he has with them. So we'll listen to see if we hear any sinking noises here. Nope. Oh, there we go. It's interesting that they sent the valves all the way here and didn't put them in with the Force Z attack. Alright, 2 hits on the Durban. There went something. A couple somethings. Here we go. Where'd these guys come from? Miss, 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 miss. Alright. Wow. This is not how this played out during my test runs. No, miss, miss, miss. Damn it! Come on, miss. How many men did that cost me? It's nice to kill these buffaloes, but man, we need to get on those bombers. Here we go. Really? You got one shot at the bombers? Of course, you know, my planes can't go after the bombers, can't defend my bombers at all, and his defend them like crazy. Oh, they either turned away or they didn't attack. Okay. Oh wow, these guys got right through my cap. And they go after transports. Alright, got them all. Can we at least attack them this time before? Okay, there we go. There we go. Alright, got them. Alright, 51 more shots here. A dud. What a... Don't waste them on the destroyers. Another dud. Are you kidding me? Alright, there's 2 more hits though. That's 3 hits so far this attack. Four hits. Nope, that's Prince of Wales. That's 1. Wrong ship. Alright, I'll take some hits on the light cruiser. There's 2. We're gonna get a third. A third will play sinker. Yes! Don't attack destroyers. Okay, repulse, come on. That's 5 on the repulse. Six. Two. This flak is god awful. 3. This should sign the end. This would be the end for all the heavies in this task force. That's 7. 8. That's not counting the 2 duds. 9. Come on, go back to the Prince of Wales. Man, we've wasted so many torpedoes on destroyers. Wales sunk, repulse sunk, come on, Dunay sunk. Yes! That's the bulk of Force Z. Alright, that job's done. We gonna get some bonus cruisers here? There's a hit. Another hit. 3rd hit. 4th. 5th. 6th. Wow. 7. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. I think both these cruisers are sunk. 6. Alright. My guess is both of those are going down. Alright, is that all the air attacks? Nope, not quite. What the heck's going on here? Wow, interesting. That's right, damage them. They have a long flight home. Alright, that should be the end of the afternoon phase. Someone's sinking. Alright, bombarding Cote de Baru. Alright, bunch of Hudsons damaged. Bunch of troops killed. Alright. Bombarding Iba. Got some Warhawks, bunch of troops. I got some resources, but oh well. San Fernando? Bunch of troops. And Cagayan. Going for those B-17s. $61 damaged. Alright. Got some ships in port. A bunch of troops. Look at that. Alright. Troops coming ashore now. Don't need to watch that. Alrighty, that was my invasions. Paratroopers at turn 8. Paratroopers. That's wrong. And here comes the one we gotta worry about. Oh, I think we got it. Yes! Alright. We took Lashio. Alright, so we're going to expand some bases and then go into production. When that's done, we'll pause the video, do some saves, grab some data, come back and go over the first turn. Big first turn, but that's just how it kind of is. First couple turns are always huge. Alrighty, well, I mean, overall, pretty good turn, I guess. I mean, could have been better, but could have been much worse. We accomplished our main goals, I believe. Took a little more losses than expected, but so for those who don't know, this is a Reluctant Admiral campaign. I believe it's version 8.1, so things are a little different. Took me quite a while to figure the differences out. Some I'm not sure why, but you know, whatever. And some I really like the SNLF, Special Naval Light Forces, are about double in size, if not triple. I don't like that they took away the paratroopers that started in Formosa. I usually use those to paradrop into Luzon turn 1. They moved the one regiment to a Hanoi. The other one's gone. But now we have a paratrooper division. but it starts at Tinian, I believe. Let me double check that. No, is it Babel? Yep, it's nope, that's that one. I'm pretty sure. Alright, where the... Is it Saipan? Now I'm confused. Oh no, it starts at Palelu, which is kind of really strange to me. But it starts there. But the nice thing is, it starts with 2 centes of Tinas there, so you can use it on turn 1, and I have. But we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. Let's hop back into the intelligence. Score wise, we went up 630 points. The Allies went up 181. I can tell you exactly how they got all their points. Well, yeah. In the air, we lost quite a few. So did they. In the air, we performed much worse than I thought we would. We took a lot of flak losses, and way more air-to-air losses than I thought we would. But as you watch, the main reason for that is because we got Force Z. We took a lot of losses in flak attacking that, but in other places, but we did sink Force Z. So in the air, it looks like 110 aircraft were lost in turn 1. It's saying 54 and 55 between us. So we got 54. We lost 55. He lost 54. It's kind of interesting, but you can see most of ours were air-to-air and flak when my Zeros basically refused to escort my Vals. I mean, they were there, but they refused to cover them at all. The enemy fighters broke right through and mauled my Vals. Then we lost 15 Kates attacking Force Z. And then we lost a couple Bettys, more than a couple Zeros. But in exchange, we killed 16 Buffaloes, 8 Wildebeest, some DO-24, some Warhawks, and so forth. We got a bunch on the ground as well. 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 16, 17, 18, 19 enemy aircraft on the ground. We're not counting the 2 Walruses because it shows grounds, but those went down with Force Z. So, I mean, we lost a lot more planes than I wanted to. Probably a lot more pilots. But in this mod, the pilots aren't as skilled as they start out in the base mods. So, it's just what it is. Let's go ahead and go over. Let's see. No point to go over the reinforcements. Well, I mean, I guess we can real quick since it's the first turn. And air groups wise, you see we don't get nothing for quite a while. Our first real unit we're going to get is in 55 days. So that's, that's what, middle of February? Or about probably February 1st. And we get a bunch of Vals, some Mabels, and some Kates. We get a light carrier soon, a light cruiser, and so forth. So nothing really big coming in. Ships coming in are available ships. Looks like the Junio in 85 days. No real ships for 4 days. Then we get some AKs and then a nice fat tanker. Some more AKs and AMC. And then the Nishan comes in 19 days as a CVL. Then it's down through, we don't really get a bunch of warships. Mostly it's AKs, it looks like. There's a light cruiser coming on board. A sub. So this will be the first time I'll have to start changing my ship production. So that'll definitely be happening. Sunken ships. Looks like we lost our 4 midget subs. What a surprise. We always do, and they do nothing for us. I have not had a midget sub hit in a long time. So, let's see. We also got a tanker, a PT boat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 subs confirmed, an AM, and we got the bulk of Force Z. We got Prince of Wales, Repulse, and the light cruiser Dene. If you watch the thing, you also notice that at Palembang, we caught the Dragon and a Durban and put a bunch of bombs into both of them. My guess is that they're going to sink if they haven't sunk already as well. So I'd like to bag the Houston and the Boise, but I don't really try for those on turn one, mostly because it's kind of, I don't know. Well, first of all, in this mod, they start together in a task force at where's Jolo or something, one of the islands. So they can be anywhere. You have no idea where they're going. So it's a little harder to get them on this mod. And so I wasn't even worried about them. I'll get them when I get them. Force Z is the big guys. With these guys dead, the Japanese battleships will roll the seas for quite a long time. Even our heavy cruisers, can compete with Houston and Boise and all of the Dutch cruisers as well. So that was the big one. I was so happy we got those. At first, I thought we weren't gonna. My Kates kept missing, kept getting shot down, but we did manage to bag them. On the ground, we got 11 days to a base unit, 20 days to part of a naval guard. You see a lot of things. 24 days is our next real group of any kind of items. We got a bunch of base forces in the marshals and so forth. Nothing real big. Until 38 days, we get a couple base forces. We get paratroopers in 38 days as well. But so this mod has a lot of different units. You see, we got these port units coming in. Some infantry, construction, and motorized and naval support, so that I just basically port units with some military on them. That'll give me 12, 16 assault value. So unfortunately, I wish it was 20 or 22 because that would cover a lot of garrisons. But and I don't think those are construction engineers, not combat engineers, so I'm pretty sure they don't count. But it's more engineers than that we have in normal games, so I'll take any engineer I can get as Japan. Never have enough engineers or aviation support. So that's pretty much what's going on here. Let's go ahead and hop down into engine production. Turn one, I did get to modify air and engine production, so that's all done. We start with some interesting factory setup in this game, especially for engines. So we built 6 HA-35s, 632s, 433s. We built, wrong one. All right, here we go. Production, there we go. That's that. 15 35s, 11 32s, 7 33s, 3 zeros, 2 Oscars, one of a bunch of other aircraft, and as well as 30 HA-34, HA-5, and HA-31 engines. So we're building them. You can see a bunch of the factory sizes here. They have not been expanded all the way out. At least the engine one's not for a long time, but because the other thing on this mod is you start with a lot less supply, about 1.5 million supply less in Japan. So you start at 950,000 supply tons. So I've got to be careful with my supply usage more than any other game. And so if I want to be able to produce aircraft, I want to be able to do other things, I need to be careful with this. So that's what's going on there. Let's see, what did we produce? Alright, a bunch of AT guns, some mines. I noticed mine production is much higher in this one than base. Yeah, probably didn't produce a whole lot because I didn't really turn reinforcements or nothing on most of the units. Turn one's a little early to start that. I don't know where I want to use them at, so I want to be a little bit cautious. Eventually, in mid 42, they'll be on everywhere, but I don't want to shoot myself in the foot too early in the game. Naval yards, we are at positive 2. Merchants, we are positive 272. And that's about what's going on here. I'm going to go pull up Combat Reporter here. I got this all set up for this game as well. Surprised it doesn't show any sea actions with those midget subs, but I guess it's just what it is. Alright, we bombarded, San Fernando, bombarded Cagayan, Iba, and Cote de Peru. We got good hits on all of those. Probably the weakest was probably Iba. Oh no, I guess San Fernando was the weakest. Then Iba, and then Cagayan, which is nice. We got a couple AKLs there, and we hammered the B-17s and got a lot of casualties. And then Cote de Peru, we got a decent number of aircraft and a decent number of casualties. On the ground, we paradropped 3 different bases. Part of the first division there went to Ternate. We took that easily. Killed the DO-24s that were there. Did the same thing at Sarong, their base that's very useful but starts undefended. So we took that and killed the aircraft there. And we took a chance with the other regiment up at Hanoi. I flew in a bunch of transport planes. If you were paying attention during the replay, our turn execution, you saw where one of them was intercepted. But we managed to get enough troops there. We pulled out a 17-4, 4-1. We took the base, did some heavy, decent losses to them, pushed them out of the base, and we took it. Now I'll be flying in more troops. I will not be flying in any more paratroopers. I'll be flying in actual Japanese Army troops. Amphibious, there's a ton. We landed at Brunei, Guam, Iba, Cote de Peru, Kuantan, Miri, San Fernando, and Sinkawang. The reason I went right to Miri and Brunei, usually I wait, but in this game we have a house rule for no strap bombing until 43, which I've never played with as the Japanese before. So I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to grab all the oil bases I can as fast as I can to get all the extra fuel and oil. So I figured the sooner I can grab Brunei and Miri and start getting those repaired and build up, the better off I will be long term. In the air, we bombed a lot of bases. Majority of these were enemy airfields: Alor Star, Clark, Georgetown, Iba, Cote de Peru, Manila, Singapore. We bombed the port at Davao. I was trying to get this AVD. We put 2 little baby bombs into it, so I'm not sure if we're going to get it or not, but at least slow it down. We did bomb some Chinese troops. We had nothing else within range to hit. And then the RAF, those bastards, attacked several of our task forces, including just one empty heading towards Saigon. They succeeded. Let's see. They attacked my carriers there. They weren't successful there. We did intercept a bunch of them. Let's see. There's the first shot. The first attack on Force Z. We got 4 hits into Prince of Wales, 2 into Repulse. Let's see. 7 into Dragon and 8 into Durban completely. Yeah, they're probably gone. See, this is the one I'm talking about right here. They flew up and they hit these empty transports leaving from Compound Track heading to Saigon. So it's very strange that they went that far. Here they are attacking my the most important task force I have that wasn't a direct landing this turn. They attacked the battleship first and missed. Unfortunately, they came in behind it with another wave, and they did get 1 hit on an AK. So I'm hoping they can still make it to port. I'll need to take a look at that. We did get some wounded men there. Signal report, basically a joke, especially for Japan on turn 1. Yeah, these are all enemy bases. And then ops report. Unknown. Okay, bunch of write-offs. There we are with our Tinas dropping and our Topsies dropping at Lashio. A naval base got some upgrades, and Wuxi gave up a victory point there. Okay. Troops lost mostly all during unloading. Task force information, some submarine information, basically us dropping minefields, subs dying, sightings, replacements, aircraft that were being dumped out of like For float planes, I don't need a bunch of replacements in these. Some of these land groups, I'm moving them to be my float plane training. So I send a bunch of these back. Looks like we got some kills, which is nice. Captured 3 bases. We expanded 4 forts. Combat. See, there's the important ones right there. Coast Watcher lies, and the 9th Centay moved to Harbin. It's not new, it just got moved there. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look. As I always do when I'm in Japan, because I have to say that now that I have that other game as the Allies. I start up in the Burma area, which is nothing going on now. I have some subs moving. And then to Thailand, once again, this is just a bunch of troops moving around. The Japanese placement of troops is really kind of poor, I think, on turn 1. Other than the troops that are starting on ships, like for the initial invasion wave, they really have troops in like the wrong places in my mind. But it is what it is. So we have brought some more troops into Singora. We dropped a bunch of troops here at Kota Baru. Should be more than enough to take the base. We landed at Kuantan with another regiment. This turn, these guys will be unloading supplies. We got an attack force right here. See, I got a lot of units here. He's not much slower. Okay, so we can still move 5, 1. Yep. All right, we can still land at Mersing next turn, which is our goal. We will come in and bombard. We got Carrier Group 1 right here. If you haven't played Reluctant Admiral, KB, they're split up into 3 different task forces. Carrier Group 1, 2, and 3. 2 CVs and a CVL in each. So there's the remains. See, that's a lie. It says they're there, but they're sunk. I'm not sure what those would be. Wonder why. Huh, that's interesting. But KB, Carrier Group 1, I'll pull back up near Mersing to cover the landing there. I don't think it's right to just send transports, even surface ships, to Mersing without air cover. There's no way Japan would have done that. You are just too close to Singapore, too many aircraft there, too much of a risk. We landed at Singkawang. We got a Naval Guard unit there. Should be able to take that base. We landed at Miri and Brunei with troops and engineers. We'll take both of those. They're lightly defended. I believe this is a follow-up troop unit. Yep. More troops here. Yeah, some of them move a lot slower than others. Okay, over here in Luzon, we pretty much ignored the top part of Luzon. We do have some ships heading there to Apari, but they are non-magic moves, so they will be taking a while. There's one heading to Vegan. We landed a bunch of troops here at San Fernando. I think we have enough to take the base. Once we unload a bunch of supplies. We landed an entire division here at Iba. So we will definitely take Iba. We should take San Fernando. Carrier Group 2 and 3 are sitting here off the coast of Manila. I'll need to decide whether I want to do follow-up strikes or not. See, the airfield isn't really damaged. Most of these airfields aren't really hit that bad. But I might have to do a follow-up. We bombarded Cagayan. Looks pretty damaged. This guy, so he'll be coming back for more to rearm, resupply. Turn 8's ours, Sarong's ours. Here in the Marianas, we landed at Guam with some a Pioneer Battalion and a base force, so we should be able to take that this turn. Truck sent no one out this turn. There's no magic fleets, no magic move fleets there, so we just held them off. In the Marshals, we just have a bunch of ships and just heading out to Truck, and then we have a couple invasions heading off here to the south. Once again, these are not magic moves either. Over here by Hawaii, I'm sending a few subs on patrol. Everything else is coming back. Up in Japan, you'll see it's a hive. You see task forces everywhere. I mean, they're everywhere. I am the ship placement for turn 1 for Japan is also pretty dreadful in my mind, which is kind of surprising. I mean, they knew they were going to war, but they just didn't organize their ships very well. They did not organize their merchant ships very well, which may have been beneath them. So I'm rearranging almost all. I mean, these ships are going from little bases all over the place to my major bases. Just conglomerate all my ships together so I can use them. I do have some ships loading up troops, getting ready to move out. I got a division sitting here at Hiroshima, although I think it moved. I think it moved out. But yeah, the placement on some of these units is strange. I was very shocked where my units were, but there's something you gotta deal with. So we'll be seeing a ton of movement around Japan for the first couple turns, couple days, until these ships make port, and then they'll be disbanded in ports, and then we'll start using them all. And up in China, I'll be honest, I hate China. It is the worst theater in the game. I pretty much gave no orders in China other than standing down 95% of the aircraft there, put them to training, sent all the ships that were in these bases back to Japan and Manchuria. I moved all the aircraft to the main bases I'll be using. I started moving all the extra troops around into 1 or 2 bases so I can start working on the garrisons. And that's pretty much what the turn is. My turn 2 plans, other than Mersing, are just continuing. I mean, the first couple weeks of the war is pretty straightforward. You reinforce where you landed, and keep expanding, keep moving troops. I got a bunch of troops to move through Malaya into Luzon. I got troops heading up into Burma. I'll take bases in Borneo. Just invade everywhere. Just to slowly spread out. Some areas are more important than others, and that depends on everyone's opinion and how they want to conduct their war. But other than that, it's a pretty. Other than the high air losses, it was a pretty good, successful first turn. I'm happy with it. I'm very happy that we got Force Z. That really takes a lot of pressure off for the initial month or so in the DEI. I'm going to definitely escort Invasion Task Force, but I don't need to send battleships now because he has none. But if you enjoyed watching the turn unfold, please go ahead and click on the like button. And as said, this is turn 1 of the new campaign against Rob. Rob and I have played several games, probably 4 or 5 in the last 20 years. So I don't really remember his style much, although he is kind of more like me. He's not super aggressive. But I'm more, I'll just say, anal retentive. So I pay a lot more attention to detail and try to do more strategizing and logistics compared to what Rob does. But maybe he's changed. I haven't played him for several years, so we will see. So if you haven't, if you're going to follow this campaign along as well, but you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead. I would appreciate it. And until we get another turn in, you guys all have yourself a great day, and I'll see you later.